This whole disagreement with YouTube TV and ESPN, it's not YouTube TV's fault. Let me explain, and please hear me out. Here's what's really crazy about all this, and you better get your snacks and popcorn for this one, because I don't think you're going to believe this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great start to your week. Hope all of you having a great Tuesday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. I have sat behind the fence long enough. It is time for your boy MBG to speak on this situation. I would say I've done more than giving it the benefit of the doubt. We still have no resolution at this point in time. And while I want to speak on it too, and I really like for you guys to watch this video all the way through, because there's so many people, I'd say 80% of people out there, that are just misinformed about it. They don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. There's a lot to this that I feel like your just average person doesn't understand. I'm going to explain it. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about the YouTube TV Disney/ESPN situation. Before we go any farther, let me throw in this disclaimer. If you hear me say Disney or ESPN, they're the same person, for those of you that don't know. So if I just say ESPN, you should know, okay, he's talking about Disney, and vice versa. If I say Disney, just know I'm also talking about ESPN. It's the same company. Disney is ESPN's parent company, just like Google owns YouTube. As to when I'm speaking and making this video, it is Tuesday. This all started to take place on Thursday, and I'm sure some of you, like myself, you saw the warnings on ESPN saying, hey, save ESPN, you're going to lose it potentially if YouTube TV and us don't come to an agreement, and yada, yada, yada. And just like most people, when I saw that warning, I was like, psh, this is a nothing burger. It's not a big deal. I've had YouTube TV ever since I was 16, 17 years old, so about 10 years, and this happens, it feels like, every other year. They always talk about how they're in disagreements with this company, and you're going to lose a channel, or you're going to lose ESPN. But it never actually happens, and if you do, you only lose them for about an hour max a day. I remember the last time this happened, it was around 4 to 5 years ago, and YouTube TV only lost the ESPN channels, and yet again, Disney channels, they go hand in hand. On Friday, and everybody was stressing, hey, how are we going to watch the games on Saturday for college football? And they got an agreement before the 11 a.m. games even kicked off. So it was no big deal, although I do remember searching for some other options to watch football. I didn't have to because they got to the they reached an agreement, better way of saying it. Well, this time, if you haven't been living under a rock, you probably picked up on it. It didn't happen. I wound up tweeting this out on Friday. YouTube TV has until 11 a.m. Central Time tomorrow to reach a new agreement with ESPN, or I'm entering the transfer portal. Kind of joking and whatnot. I'm not going to hold you. I got to keep it a Fortnite V-Buck with you. I was almost certain that, yeah, they may wait till the last minute, but around 11 a.m., 12 p.m., or 1 p.m., they'll get a deal with Disney, because there's no way they're going to have these college football fans going out college football, because once the games start, that's when they're going to start canceling their memberships. I'm sure there's many of you watching this video, you can relate to this. I'm talking about the only time I watch TV is during college football and college basketball season. That's it. Yeah, I watch the NFL playoffs, the NBA playoffs, and, you know, the golf and majors and whatnot, but I'm talking about regularly watching TV. August through March. That's it. I don't watch it in the off season. I would say more likely most people are like that, and that's why you didn't see people freaking out about this on Thursday or Friday night, because there wasn't any college football on. So it's like, whatever, you can overlook it. Who needs to watch ESPN when your favorite team or just teams you want to watch in general aren't playing? Fast forward time into Saturday morning, because a lot of people are saying, hey, if they don't have this resolved by 8 a.m., which is game day, I'm changing then, because a lot of people, they love to watch game day. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. I don't really care to watch game day anymore, and the main reason for that is because I talk about college football all day, every day, and the last thing I want to do is watch other people talk about it, but that's a different conversation for a different day. Game day's cool and whatnot. Pat McAfee's doing a heck of a job there, and a lot of people enjoy it, and they started tweeting out stuff like this. I wound up quote tweeting it and went viral. This lady said, "Why is ESPN gone from my YouTube TV this morning?" As you can see, I put the meme where the guy's looking at the other guy and he's got his hand on him. He's like, how do I tell you? I could have posted this meme right here, the she doesn't know meme, and yeah, you gotta feel bad for people like this because they were left in the dark. They didn't know what was going on. That tweet kind of blew up. It got over 1 million views, and she found out quickly because all of you guys in the comments were letting her know, hey, there's a dispute going on, Miss Lady. To give you a time frame and whatnot, around 9 to 10 a.m., I wasn't stressing anything, was doing some chores around the house, hanging out with one of my neighbors, and he was like, hey, what are you going to do? And that's the great thing about interacting with you guys on Twitter. There are a bunch of you guys giving me great options. A lot of you are saying, Matt, you got to do Hulu TV. They're good. And another one, a popular one people are saying, hope I'm saying this correctly, is Fubo TV. Those seem like the two best options. But still, I didn't want to do that because you got to commit to bare minimum 3 months with them. And the Hulu one, they gave you a discount. It was like $65, $70 a month, but still, that's $200 you got to dish out. And we know eventually that YouTube TV is going to come to an agreement, or at least that's what I'm banking on. So what if they do reach a deal with Disney? Well, then you just wasted $200. And a lot of you in the comments were bringing up a great point. This is exactly what Disney wants. They're willing to cancel YouTube and subscribe to their services, or Hulu and ESPN. Yes, let me set down my coffee. It is the morning when I'm filming this video. This person hit the nail on the head. A little foreshadowing. We're going to get to that in just a second. But I will repeat what he just said. This is exactly what Disney wants. For you to get mad and go, whoa, dang, how am I going to watch my college football? Oh, let me go to Hulu. For those of you who don't know, Disney owns Hulu. Ah, yes, you see, starting to put it together now. Before we get into all of that, let me tell you what I wound up doing. It was 11 a.m. and I wound up watching a little bit of the Vanderbilt and Texas game at my neighbor's house. Shout out to him, great guy. And by halftime, I was like, dang, they're not reaching an agreement today, so I gotta buy something. This is what I'm so grateful for about having this YouTube channel and community, because we can come together and just bounce ideas off of one another. Hopefully I can find one in the comments, but there were a few of you, or not even just a few, about 20 or 30 of you saying, Matt, you gotta do Sling TV. They have a day pass. By the way, this is not sponsored or anything, because when I was at my neighbor's house, he had YouTube TV, and that's what he did, the Sling TV Day Pass. It's not complicated. It's just like it sounds. You get to watch pretty much every single college football game for 24 hours after you purchase it. Or you get all access to those channels for 24 hours. You get the point. But that works good, because if you purchase it on Saturday morning, you'll get to watch all the college football games, and you won't need it after that, because there's no college football after Saturday. There's a $4.99 version. That's the base plan. But for the Day Pass, you want to get the $5.99 Sports Plus version. That gives you access to everything. And that works perfect. I'm talking about perfect for me. Maybe not for you, but for me it does. Because I am not canceling my YouTube TV. I'm telling you right now. Not canceling it. Don't want to. I love it. I'm not going to sit up here and be like all these people crapping on them because they couldn't come to terms on an agreement. It happens. And by the way, it's not YouTube TV's fault. I'll get to that in just a second. I love them. I love everything about YouTube TV. Been with them for years. It's been like 10 years at this point. So since I'm not canceling my YouTube TV membership, I don't want to buy a different one with Hulu TV, Fubo, whoever. So the Day Pass is perfect and ideal. I'm not locked in to a 3-month or even a 1-month contract. It's just one day, $5. Who doesn't have $5? Trust me when I say this, I'm as frugal as it gets. But $5 to watch college football all day? Yeah, I'll take it. And I do want to clear this up, because there's been a lot of people asking, well, Matt, what'd you wind up doing? This is what I'm doing. The $5.99 Sports Plus Sling TV Day Pass. Financially, it's a win-win. Even if I have to do this, think about it. For the next month, if I'm only buying it on Saturday, it's going to cost me $20. That's it. I got to divert back to this. For you, that may not work, but for me, myself, and I think a lot of people can relate to me, you're only watching TV or the Disney channels, ESPN on Saturday. This works best. It's a win-win financially, and I'm not caving in to the Disney propaganda, and I'm not letting them get the win over me. Y'all gotta be smarter in this. You canceling your YouTube TV membership and going to Hulu is exactly what Disney wants. And it's not even like, oh yeah, I'm not letting Disney win over me. I just don't want to buy another streaming service, and I want to stick with YouTube TV, and getting the Day Pass, that's what's going to work best for me moving forward. Let me bring this up because I know some people are asking, well, Matt, what about Monday Night Football? Yeah, I had to just eat one there because I still just have YouTube TV, and I wasn't going to buy the Day Pass for Monday Night Football. I didn't care about it that much. With all that being said, I know it was a lot. I share that with you to get into this. This whole disagreement with YouTube TV and ESPN, it's not YouTube TV's fault. Let me explain, and please hear me out. I have to be careful when I speak on matters like this. If you know, you know. Because they'll take down this channel faster than you know what. Disney, they're greedy. They're money hungry. Not saying anything that's not common knowledge. They're smart. I give it to them. They understand. They have the leverage, and they can charge whatever they want for their services to YouTube TV. And all this is, it's not complicated, is Disney has gotten greedy, and they upped the prices on ESPN, and YouTube TV's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute, that's outrageous. We're not paying that. Here's how all this goes. YouTube TV pays Disney for the rights to ESPN, and us, the subscribers of YouTube TV, pays YouTube TV for that service. And as a YouTube TV subscriber, you should actually be thankful they didn't agree to whatever Disney was proposing to them, because you know what would have happened to us? Their prices per month would have went up, and who knows how high it would have been. I have it on auto pay. I don't know what I pay. You know what? I'm going to see if I can find my bank statement. Hold up. Let me see how much my YouTube TV is per month. I don't have some crazy plan, but I get all the sports games. Okay, I pulled it up right here. I thought it was $75. No. YouTube TV per month for me is $82.99, so we'll say 83 bucks. We'll round up. I pay 83 doubloons a month for YouTube TV. Well, if they would have agreed to that Disney offer, I guarantee you it would have went up to at least 100, if not 105. And YouTube TV, looking out for its subscribers, told Disney, heck no, we're not paying that absurd price. We're going to look out for our members. We don't want to jack the price up on them. They've been loyal to us. Trust me, I get it. You're irritated. You're annoyed. I'm as annoyed and irritated as you that they couldn't come to agreement and you couldn't watch your college football games on YouTube TV. It is annoying. But if you can look at the bigger picture, and that's what I'm choosing to do, you should be thankful they didn't agree to whatever Disney was wanting. Whenever they come to terms on an agreement on a new deal, which eventually will happen, I don't know will, but it will happen, you better believe it's going to be significantly lower than what it would have been. I just can't get over the amount of people that are blaming YouTube TV for this. It's not their fault. It's Disney's fault. Here's what's really crazy about all this, and you better get your snacks and popcorn for this one, because I don't think you're going to believe this. Everybody's thinking, oh yeah, it's YouTube TV's loss. Not really. Do you know how much money Disney is losing every day it's off of YouTube? $5 million! Let me say that again. 5 million doubloons. That is a lot of money, to say the least. That's all you need to know. They're going to lose $150 million per month. They're not on YouTube TV, which 150 divided by 30 days comes down to 5. And when I say 5, I'm referring to the 5 million number per day. So for all you thinking YouTube TV, they better come to terms with an agreement, I beg to differ. They also have some leverage themselves. I am confident a deal will get reached, I'd say within the next couple of weeks. But for now, at least, as a YouTube TV loyal subscriber, I'm still left out to dry pretty much. Let me throw this in there too. This is not sponsored by YouTube TV or anything. I've been advocating for them for years. And I know it's ironic because, well, I'm a YouTuber and we have a pretty big channel and whatnot, but they are not paying me to say any of this. I just like their product. I think it's great. Many more things I could say. I went it off here. Let me know your thoughts down below. But